Hey, welcome to the Daily Beard for October 23rd, 2019. I'm at school. I just got to school. I'm in the parking lot doing this in my car. And I'm going to talk about this today. Um, this is the Divine Comedy. For this week's English Lit, we had to read the Inferno. And like just went away in my head. The Inferno. Well, the Divine Comedy is three parts. It has the Inferno, it has like Purgatory, and it has Heaven, I'm guessing, or something like Heaven, or whatever it's called. Anyways, I'm not gonna pull it out again to check. But yeah, it's got like it, and it's, if you don't know, it's basically the story of I guess it's supposed to be Dante who's going into hell. He goes into hell, meets Virgil, the poet who wrote the Aeneid, which is what I just wrote stuff about. And then Virgil basically takes him on a tour, a guided tour of hell, and then up through hell and into purgatory, and from purgatory and into heaven. It's an interesting book. I can only talk about the Inferno. I haven't read the rest. I was talking to our worship and adult ministries pastor. That's his title now, Jeff. A little while ago, and we were talking about hell. And this is where this all ties in. And he said to me, like, we were talking about hell and different aspects of it, and he said, well, a lot of modern thought about hell is all referenced from the Inferno. And then he said, well, I'm saying that sounding eloquent and smart, but he's never read it. And I'm like, and I'd never read it either. I have now. I actually read it and listened to it. I got a 1 month Audible account for free and used it to download the Aeneid and the Inferno, and then I killed it, so I don't have to pay anything. I used them, but they gave me the free trial. I took the free trial. So what I would do is I'd read a bunch and then I'd listen to what I'd read back, and it's the little different versions, but so it was, I tried reading and listening at the same time because they're different words, like different translations. Like this, you get the same gist, but like it drove me nuts trying to balance the two in my head. So I just stopped and just read it and then would listen and back and forth. And I finished it yesterday. I was doing like 25 pages a day. And that's how I basically do these. I basically figure out how many pages I got to read per day, and then I read that so it doesn't overwhelm me. But yeah, the Inferno. So if a lot of our modern day thinking is about hell is based on the Inferno, which I can see some of it. Yeah, I totally can. It's wrong, just to tell you. I don't I've read the Bible, not in one sitting, but I've read the entire thing from cover to cover, like at some point in my life. It's very theologically not right, and it's one guy's interpretation of what he thinks hell is like. There's nothing in the Bible that backs any of it up, for the tortures, because it's basically he keeps on meeting these people he know or people he's heard of that are being tortured in different terrible ways, and and there's different levels of hell, and like this level's for thieves, and this other's for liars and betrayers and harlots and whatever you want to call it. It's an interesting book. It's well written. It's kind of fan fiction in the sense because he keeps on meeting people from other books and like authors and stuff. So it'd be like, and then he meets Homer, and then he meets Dante, or then he meets, not Dante, he is Dante, but then he meets like Odysseus at one point. He meets Odysseus. So he meets the author of the Odyssey, but also Odysseus, who the Odyssey is about. A little bit of weird stuff in there. So I don't know. He's just like interesting read, well made, completely theologically unsound. Yeah, as far as I can tell. Challenge me on this. Feel free. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No one's going to, but I'd love to hear it anyways. But yeah, it's a hell of a good book. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, it's interesting. I would suggest reading it, but it's not a ton of fun read. Let's put it that way. But that's what I'm talking about today. So yeah, Have you read it? Are you going to read it ever? And what are your thoughts? Thanks for watching, and God bless. I'm going to go do some schoolwork. Bye.